about a little Target haul? Quiz are freaking delicious. The most exciting thing that I am doing today, so I'm kind of nervous about it. Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. My body's been doing this very strange and kind of obnoxious thing where I've been regularly waking up in the middle of the night somewhere between 4 and 4:30 in the morning, and it's wildly frustrating. It usually takes me somewhere between 40 minutes to an hour to get back to sleep after I take a heavy dose of my Soul CBD oil. It's a whole thing, and it's been happening a lot lately. Well, this morning I woke up at, I think like 4:20 is when I saw the clock, and then I laid there, I took more CBD, and I was like, I'm gonna go back to sleep. And then it turns out that my body was like, actually no, you're not going to go back to sleep. You are not just conscious, you're wide awake. Wide awake. Like, I waited for that CBD. Usually the CBD kind of just brings like a nice little calm over me, shuts my brain off so I can go back to sleep. That never happened. So at 4:55, I was like, you know what? Screw it. My husband had just gotten out of bed to go downstairs and work out. He's been trying to get into the habit of working out before the workday starts, which I think is great for him. Usually I wake up at 4, fall back asleep, and then don't get out of bed until like 7:30. And I've been feeling really, really groggy, very tired. It's taken me several hours to get moving, and like my body somehow feels weaker when I start like with that cycle. This morning I got up. I was butt in chair after having had a small little something to eat, taking care of the dog, all of that, but in the recliner to read at like 5:20 this morning. I managed to remember to take a clip of the clock to be like, look, proof, I got up at 5:30 this morning. And I have spent over half an hour reading a book. I went upstairs, I did some thorough journaling to kind of brain dump all the stuff that's going on in my head, had some really great realizations, spent time in my Bible, time with God, time in Bible study. I'm doing this daily Grace Co Bible study about the spiritual disciplines, and I've been loving that. And then I even did a little bit of work. As you can see, I am dressed, and now I am going to go to the grocery store. It is 8:41 in the morning, y'all, and I feel fabulous. I feel fabulous. So welcome to my hopefully real productive day that started at 5:30 this morning, because I'm here for it. All right, friends, I am back from Target. How about a little Target haul? Quick and easy. My husband needed more blueberry waffles, so they were on sale. Got both of those. We are having taco bowls for dinner this week, so I got tortilla chips because neither of us are going to be using actual taco shells. He needed more bread for breakfast. The base of our taco bowls are going to be shredded romaine lettuce and iceberg lettuce. I would have just bought more romaine lettuce, but they were out, so I grabbed the last two, and that's all well and good. And then, of course, we have the Mexican-style shredded cheese. So what's actually going to be in mine will be the lettuce, the cheese, the meat, which is 93% lean ground beef, the chips, and then the salsa. And then I also have the avocado cups that I'm going to throw in there too. So it's kind of almost more burrito-esque, I guess. Well, maybe not. It's still taco because we have rice and stuff in it, right? Then we got some lunch meat. I got Applegate Black Forest ham. Fun fact, this is from the pre-sliced section of their deli. And last week I bought what I thought was Black Forest ham, and it turned out that they did it wrong and it was Applegate turkey. So I had the wrong meat. This time I looked at it to make sure it was the right meat. So I got myself a pound's worth of that. And then I've been loving going to the deli and getting the Good and Gather Sharp White Cheddar cheese freshly cut from the deli. It's very good. And then we got my husband's chicken breast for the week. I got some more of these Sumatra Virtuo pods. Real good, guys. The first one I had, I was like, ooh, this is a rich, delicious, bold cup of coffee. Big, big fan. Got some salt because I ran out. My cottage cheese was on sale. I always get cottage cheese when it's on sale, and we're going to do something fun with this cottage cheese today. Hopefully fun. We'll see. We'll find out. Needed more soy sauce. Just finish up the pasta sauce. I got 2 salsas because I couldn't decide which one. Plain old restaurant style, and then this one. Y'all, this pineapple peach one is amazing. I knew I wanted this, but I wasn't sure what my husband would want, which is why I bought both. And then I got some more pizza sauce for my egg foldovers. These potatoes are for our salmon dishes, which we're going to have later in the week. Needed more cotton balls. I went back to my old faithful here. I'm
liking but not loving the free Ulta mascara that I've been using for a while now. I didn't pick it. It came in a gift with purchase, whatever. And I'm finally to the point where I'm like, well, it's fine, but it still gives me more spider lashes than I would like. So we're going back to Old Faithful, and Old Faithful is nice and budget friendly. So there's that. And then y'all, when Tony Chocolonely's is on Target Circle for 20% off, you get Tony's Chocolonely. And then this is my contribution to small group this week. I don't have the time to bake, so I'm just picked up the Favorite Day Chewy Chocolate Chip Cookies. Are they any good? No idea. We'll find out on Tuesday. So there you go. That is my Target haul for the week. Now I got to get all of this put away. And for the record, it is only 10:30 in the morning, and I've already done all my grocery shopping and all that other stuff, and it feels really good.
Okay, so you know how cauliflower had like the glow up of the century, and now it's cottage cheese's turn? Today, I'm going to try something that was suggested to me by one of my healthy meeting members, and I'm kind of nervous about it. Cottage cheese for me historically has been savory. It is like a cottage cheese and potato chip type situation, right? So I'm kind of nervous about it, but here's what we're making today.
My member swears this works, but you take cottage cheese and you add cheesecake flavored sugar-free pudding mix, and you let it sit and congeal, and you just, after you throw it all in a blender, and you just get cheesecake. But it's like high protein, delicious, healthy cheesecake because it's made out of cottage cheese. And like logically it makes sense, right? It makes sense, but because I'm so savory cottage cheese oriented, I hesitate so much to do this, but cottage cheese was on sale today, so I bought another one. So if this completely flops in my book, I still have an entire container of cottage cheese. So I'm gonna do that, but also I have chocolate pudding mix too, so I'm gonna make chocolate cheesecake cottage cheese. Wish me luck. No, I have not brought myself to try them yet, but they're setting up like a dream, and I haven't even put them in the refrigerator yet. The consistency is so thick, so thick. As you can see, I decided to add some chocolate chips to give it more of the chocolate chip cheesecake feel. But these are just little 1-cup Pyrex containers. So this is 2 cups of cottage cheese blended and distributed among 3 1-cup containers. So it's a little bit more than a serving per bowl. We'll see. I'm going to pop these in the fridge, and I will try one later on and give you my first impressions of this whole concoction.
Just in case anyone was wondering, these are freaking delicious. The Reese's Animal Crackers from Costco, 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Down and have a little lunch. This is the Taylor Farms Dill Pickle Salad Kit that I divided up. I had 2 from Costco. I threw everything into a bowl and kind of visually just divided it out. I did no measuring, and then I also have the Costco rotisserie chicken breast that's pre-done and pre-packaged for you in here for some protein. Again, no measuring, just whatever looked good. So I'm gonna sit down, eat some lunch. Very excited about it. I thought I would give you all a hair product update because I figured my stuff out. Because if you remember last time, this product here, I was using for blow drying my hair, and then I watched an old favorites video of mine, and it turns out this is an air dry product. Well, I bought another one of these, right? This is a new one, and it works great for what it's actually intended for. So when my hair is wavy, curly, whatever styled, this is what I'm using now. But I wanted to show you what I'm using for straight hair. This part will come as no surprise. This is the product I've been singing praises of for months, and my opinion has not changed. If there's one product from this brand, Loma, which is the brand I have been using for years, probably 5-6 years, maybe longer, Loma is the jam. Fortifying reparative tonic. Really, really good stuff. So I'm going to put some of that in my hair. And then the additional conditioning that I put in for blow drying purposes is just their calming cream, and it's a wonderful product. This combination together, you'll see it in a little bit once my hair gets done, but these two, top notch. All right, my friends, it's time. I need a snack. This is not for you. We're gonna try this cottage cheese cheesecake. I'm very nervous. The texture, look at the texture. Focus, look at that. The texture is incredible. All right. That's really good. Oh my gosh. It's like pudding. It's almost the consistency of like a chocolate mousse, but richer. That is so good. All right. Well, if you're a cheesecake fan, give this a try, which is cottage cheese, sugar-free cheesecake pudding mix. And then I put some chocolate pudding mix in here as well, also sugar-free. And then I did put in some chocolate chips because I'm like that. But whatever combination you choose, if you told me that cottage cheese was an ingredient in this and I didn't see it, I wouldn't believe you. Wow. That's really good. We have reached the time of day where the lighting is weird, so if things start to change, like the rainy weather, all gone. It's been raining all day, and now it is blissfully beautiful outside, and the sun, as you can see, is now coming in and out, which is great, lovely. Somehow, I have managed to not tell you. I've managed to not tell you the most exciting thing that I am doing today. I am about to get in the car, and I'm about to go to my first day of school, which is what those of us typically in a new theatrical or musical situation call the first day of rehearsal. I am going to choir rehearsal, and I am so excited. This tonight marks off one of my annual goals on my power sheets, my friends. One of my goals was to find a way to perform music in a secular manner outside of my church, and I did it. I auditioned for a women's chorale, as some of you may remember, and I got in, and tonight is the first rehearsal, and I am so stinking excited. It's going to be lovely. I have no idea what's going to happen, but what I do know is holiday music is on the agenda for tonight. I don't know what to expect. I don't know much about it. I do know one individual who is the reason that I knew about this chorale to begin with, because she and I are on worship team together, and she mentioned it to me, and I was like, how do I get involved? This is wonderful. So every Monday night from now until the middle of November, which is the perfect schedule, by the way, it's the most flawless schedule because it doesn't interfere with any of my holiday travel, which is amazing. So from now until mid-November, Monday nights are choir nights. And it has made some interesting, we've had to shift a couple things around. Usually Mondays are my cooking nights, right? I meal prep for the week and things like that. Some of the scheduling of the way the house is run has to be changed, but we're going to find that flow as we go. And yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm about to walk out the door. It's a little bit of a drive, which is great. I've got some audiobooks lined up for this drive because I'm going to be in the car for at least an hour, both ways. Maybe, depending on traffic, it's going to be either 30 to 45 minutes. one way. So I'm very excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's a very strong chance that I get home late tonight because rehearsal doesn't get out till 9 o'clock, and we may or may not go out for a social hour afterwards. So I will probably not see you until tomorrow, but that's okay. So I will check in with you. I thought I would tell you the brief little recap of last night. I decided not to go out with the choir group last night. Got home, got in bed I was in bed by 10:30. I came home, I had a snack, I got ready for bed, and it was like in bed in 35 minutes. It was amazing. But y'all, let's talk about the choir for a minute because my heart was so full. My heart was so full. I was immediately greeted by the choir director who I auditioned for, who was just absolutely wonderful. She gave me a hug, said she was so excited for me to be there. And then my friend from church, who I actually heard about this whole chorale from, came running out to greet me, gave me a big hug, and explained where I had to go. Every single woman I encountered, because this is very clearly a group that has been together for a long time. Apparently, we are now a choir of 100 women, which is amazing. And there were 19 new members, me being one of them. But the other group, you could tell that they were so excited to be reuniting with their fellow choral members. And it was just a lovely experience. We talked, the new people introduced themselves, we laughed, everybody was so nice, everyone, like any new face I encountered. Hi, I'm so-and-so, what's your name? We had name tags, everybody was so welcoming, and it just in and of itself was a joyous social situation. But then we started doing musical stuff, and guys, outside of my little Lutheran choir, if you've been with me for years and years and years, you know that I was part of a Lutheran church for my entire life. And that choir was small. They were mighty, but they were small. And it was a choir where quality wasn't always necessarily what happened. When like 6 people show up to sing, what can you expect, right? So we had that problem. So I haven't sung in a choir of this magnitude, of this quality, with this kind of a repertoire and with this much professionalism since college. And so I'm there, and she's like, okay, sit on the end of your chair, and I'm holding music, and I have the pencil back in my ear just like I used to whenever I was in choir, and I had to remember to mark music. And she was like, okay, I want y'all to go home and number all of your measures. And I was like, oh, flashback to when I had to do that all the time. And just the singing was so high quality, and I switched right back into sight singing ability and being able to, oh, but you gotta look up at the oh my gosh, it was wonderful. It was wonderful, you guys, and I am so stinking excited to have something that's just for me for the next 11 weeks. And I get to spend Monday nights making music with wonderful women every single week, and I am so excited. So that's the recap. And then I went to bed, and then I got up. I allowed Sleep Cycle, which is the app that wakes you up based on where you are in your sleep cycle. I told Sleep Cycle I wanted to wake up between 5:45 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. And my alarm went off at 5:51. I slept through the night. My alarm went off at 5:51, but I was so tired that I was conscious, tossing and turning, didn't get out of bed until 6:28, and I'm not even mad about it. So I did get up earlier because normally it would be 7:30, 8 o'clock. I got up an hour earlier than normal, but not as early as yesterday, which is completely fine. So that's the recap. Thank you for spending this productive day with me. I hope you enjoyed this little really random vlog now that I think about it, but thank you for watching nonetheless. If you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and post a food emoji of your choice in the comment section, just for funsies, because I'm a big fan of doing stuff like that. Thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.